music lover. I listen to a lot of different types of music, but for me, reggae is the one that resonates the most. It's my heritage, it's my home, and I feel it deep in my heart. I can't think of an artist who has influenced my musical taste in the way that Bob Marley has, but what I didn't know was just how much of an influence London had on the man himself. So, to mark the release of his biopic movie, Bob Marley, One Love, I am taking a whistle-stop tour around the city that I love to find out just how much of an impact this place had on the legend himself and the legacy that he left on London.
Oh, you want to start? From the beginning.
Winston, where in Jamaica are your family from?
Oh, we're farming people. Peckham.
In Jamaica?
There's a Peckham in Jamaica. Of course.
So the first stop on our journey today is the place where Bob Marley worked on some of his greatest albums. Now this is very important because at the time reggae wasn't really mainstream, so Chris Blackwell, who ran Island Records, wanted to make it a bit more appealing to the wider audience, and that's exactly what they did right here in the studio, and from then everything just blew up.
You know you're a superstar.
I am a superstar.
So when you're driving around the streets of London, where do you see the legacy that he's left?
That people like me, we can walk around the street and no one's afraid of us. People from Jamaica, they can smile now, whereas before, they were afraid to even mention that they knew any Rasta.
In 1977, this was the place that Bob Marley called home. He chose to come here after the attempted assassination in 1976. England really was his second home, and he had a true affinity with London because this is where he chose to come to clear his mind and get creative. It's pretty special to be standing here right now, literally just a few meters away from where he would have been writing some of his most profound lyrics of liberation and revolution and standing tall and love and literally just in there. Reggae has influenced so much world music, from reggaeton to hip hop, and also so many subcultures here in the UK. Dubstep, jungle, drum and bass, grime, the list goes on. Bob Marley was one of the people who definitely brought the culture to the masses.
First time I saw Bob Marley was 1976. It was just the best concert ever. I stayed right to the very, very end. The auditorium was clearing, and I sat there sort of like thinking, oh my God, I can't believe I was actually here. He was a great influence to get reggae out there because, of course, reggae was very underground. So when he came to the forefront, it opened the gates for other artists to come through. The influence of reggae is just vast. It's foundation music.
Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun.
Bob Marley is woven into so many of my fondest childhood memories. When me and my sister were little, we would learn all the backing vocals to songs like Concrete Jungle and No Woman No Cry, and my mum would belt out the lead and we'd all sing it together on the way home from school. And so to be standing here now at the Lyceum Theatre, where Bob Marley and the Wailers played two massive sold-out shows, performing songs like that, it's pretty awesome and kind of unbelievable, to be honest. Apparently there was queues going all the way down to Covent Garden, thousands and thousands of people. And really it was quite an important cultural moment because inside you had about 50% black and white people, which in those times was pretty much unheard of. And I think that speaks to the power of Bob Marley and Rastafari and One Love, you know, bringing everybody together. I feel like one of the powerful things about Bob's music as well was that it was super appealing to lower income households and marginalised communities because, you know, he was talking on themes that weren't really ever getting spoken about.
Yeah, true, because back in the 70s, there was a lot of racial segregation. A lot of people were divided, and his music brought unification, good vibes.
So the final stop on my journey is the iconic Crystal Palace Park, one of the largest outdoor venues in London. It's also the place that Bob Marley and the Wailers played what was to be their final and biggest concert in London. Back then it was called Crystal Palace Bowl, and on June the 7th, 1980, over 30,000 people gathered to watch the concert, and apparently the atmosphere was electric. My London, my streets, my people, my music all hum with the magic of Bob Marley. You can really feel his spirit and his essence throughout the city, and I couldn't be more proud to have gone on this journey today. The message could not reign truer. It really is one love.